Testing, testing. I hope y'all can hear me. This is Ray right here with my new AGV helmet, and I'm so excited. So what is going on, guys? Ray right here, and this is the maiden voyage of the GoPro on this helmet. I was gonna say I've ridden with this helmet before, but not with the GoPro. So this is the maiden voyage with the GoPro on this helmet. So I hope y'all can hear me loud and clear. If not, this is gonna suck and I'm gonna have to re-record. But luckily it's Thursday and I still got a few days before my Monday video drops. So I'm good there to figure out where I gotta position this mic if it sounds like crap. Anyway, guys, so I have a lot to talk about, and I might split this video up into different videos for future videos, but the first thing that I want to talk about, and I'm just really curious to know if other motovloggers have ran into this too, how it feels like we live a double life. Now, I was talking to Moto Carry, and we were, I don't know how we got on the subject, but we got on this subject, and I just, oh man, it just hit me because I was like, that is just so true. So she was telling me a story about how she was almost found out that she has a YouTube at her work, or no, she was almost found out by her coworkers that she has a YouTube. And you know, like I think most YouTubers or motovloggers, I don't know about you guys, but like I try to keep it separate, just because there's a weird stigma attached to like being a YouTuber, I guess. And I don't know, just trying to keep it separate, it just I don't know. It's a tough kind of subject, I guess. It's like I don't know, you think what you do is cool, you think what you do is fun, but then you have your coworkers who, you know, will make fun of you for it, who will think it's stupid or dumb. So I think a lot of us, you know, try to keep it separate. And yeah, Moto Carry's story on it was really funny, and I'm gonna just avoid all that and just go this way, and I'm definitely in too low of a gear, or high of a gear, I don't know, whichever way you want to put that. But yeah, her story had me cracking up. Oh man, like I hope she makes a video about it, about her views of keeping it separate, keeping YouTube and work separate. But now, like as a motovlogger, being out here on the bike, like talking to you guys, this is the real me. I feel like I can actually be me, you know, let my personality go, and you know, just have fun being out on the bike and talking to you guys. But like at work, I don't know, like I always feel like there's two people. There's a work you and a you. And work you know, you could let some of your personality shine, but you know, you're at work, and it's like, you know, do you really want to let all that weirdness out of the bag? But I don't know, I feel like I don't want to speak for everybody, but me personally, I'm definitely more refined at work. I mean, I will cut up and laugh and act stupid at work, but then there's a part of me that is still refined and, you know, still wants to act somewhat, you know, professional. Watch out for bikers! What in the world are they doing? And so I did a little social experiment of my own. One of the guys at work that I was kind of, you know, you're more buddy-buddy with, you're closer with, you know, you're closer with some more coworkers than others at work. And, you know, I don't know how we got on the subject or whatnot, but we were kind of talking about YouTube and YouTube videos and stuff, and I had mentioned how, you know, that I've made a couple videos, you know, here and there. you know, I didn't want to dabble in the whole thing and say, yeah, I got my whole channel set up, I got all the, yeah, I didn't want to go through that whole thing. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, I got a couple videos up. And he was like, oh, you know, what's your username? So I'm like, yeah, you know, RayRay3866. He's like, oh, cool, cool. So a little bit later, he comes back and he was like, what? He was like, you have like a whole thing, you have like episodes and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of do it as a side thing, you know. And he was like, dude, that's awesome. Well, of course, word got around, and some people thought it was cool. Some people just, you know, they're indifferent towards it, they don't care. But then other people, like more of the bullies, I guess, you know, the people who grew up to be, you know, bullies in school and everything. Especially this one coworker I had. He thought it was the dumbest thing. Well, he didn't say it was stupid. He said what I did is, he's seen some of my edits and stuff, and he was like, dude, you do a good job. But then he would turn around and make fun of, you know, my thing, my shtick. You know my thing, you know, as I open up every episode with, what's going on, guys, right here? He would do this thing where he'd go like, what's going on, guys? This is RayRay29852669. And it's like, cool guy. And you know, he would kind of impersonate and, you know, make fun of some of the things that I've done. And I don't know, like after that I was like, you know, you gotta ruin it for everybody. You know, I hate those type of people who make you feel stupid for doing something you love. You know, those type of people annoy the hell out of me. You know, the people who berate you or make fun of you, you know, for things that you love, it's so annoying. It's like, why? You know, something that you're passionate about, you don't go throwing shade or make fun of people for it. It's, you know, it's what makes them happy. It's what makes them them. It's what keeps them going. But luckily he's not with us anymore. That technician's not with us anymore, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But I swear, if he was still there to this day, he would still be making fun of me for having my little YouTube channel. So guys, a quick little side note, I want to take you down and show you something that I think is so cool. Oh, and I can see they're digging it up right now. That's even cooler. Alright, so I'm gonna let my geek flag fly right now and tell you guys that I love history. More importantly, I love local history. And I don't know, just something about it. Like, check out this building. This building here is the original Bristol Town Hall. It was built in 1870, and they relocated it here to this park. This is called Fireman's Park, and they relocated it here so the Bristol Historical Society could kind of refurbish it and turn it into a museum. And you know, living here, I just love the local history. So that's, you know, my little geeky thing. But local history, I just love it. Just to, you know where you're from, know where you're coming from, know where the past has been and where it's going, and how much this town has changed. And actually, right through here, that used to be a railroad back in the late 1800s. And you know, of course, after the invention of, you know, more heavy-duty trucks started coming in the 1900s, that got tore up, and you would never know that there used to be a train track right through here. But yeah, I live right up the road, so I cannot wait until, you know, we actually are able to check this thing out. I'll bring you guys along. You know, what are some geeky things that you guys are into? You know, what are some things that make you guys tick? And actually, I'm going to show you a couple more things. Excuse my little puberty right there. So this, if you can't already tell, this was a bank from the 1900s. Yep. That was a bank from the 1900s. It actually says, I think, Home State Bank up on the front there, up on top. But yeah, that was built in like early 1900s, like 1903 or I don't know, something like that. This is one of the original buildings from like the 1800s. It's just, I don't know, just cool little history, you know, that you find in your town. And actually that, I believe, I'll have to look again, but I believe they said that was the first house built in the village of Bristol. You could like see the foundation, how it's like rock, and yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but yep, that is, I don't know, just cool. I just love history, guys, like local history. All right, guys, so getting back to the topic of, you know, keeping YouTube and everything separate from work. You know, I want your guys' opinions. If you guys do YouTube, you know, if you guys do YouTube, do you keep it separate? Or, you know, do you tell all your coworkers and, you know, family and friends about your YouTube? You know, because, I mean, there is a stigma. I mean, it's a weird kind of stigma, but there is like a stigma attached to like YouTubers, I think. And, you know, some people think it's cool, some people think it's the dumbest thing ever. You know, and it's, I don't know, it's funny, guys, like, you know, when I was telling people at work, you know, they would be like, oh, well, how many subscribers do you have? And I, you know, at the time it was like around 1,000, and I'm like, yeah, I got about 1,000 subscribers. And, you know, they thought it was just so bizarre that, you know, 1,000 people would actually want to watch me talk. Watch me ride and talk, I don't know. You know, like I was joking around with Moto Carry, and I'm like, if only our coworkers knew how cool we were online. You know, like, and then I started thinking about it, like the big moto vloggers, or even big YouTubers in general. You know, like Walterific, Do It With Dan, you know, Jake the Garden Snake, Chase on 2 wheels. You know, it's like to be one of their friends, you know, before they started YouTube and everything, like, you know, just to be one of their friends, and then, you know, be out with them, and, you know, have people like recognize them and be like, oh, hey man, what's up? You know, it's, you know, technically you're an internet celebrity, but in the real scheme of things, it doesn't mean a thing. So I don't know, I just think it's a kind of a funny little concept or something. You know, to be like recognized from your YouTube videos. And I mean, it's happened to me like around town, riding around, and I'll see people, you know, they'll wave at me, or, you know, I'll get messages on Instagram, you know, from some people, and they're like, hey man, I watch your videos. And, you know, I've actually met up with a couple, you know, riding. So that's what I'm going to close with. I'm going to close with, if only our coworkers knew how cool we were. Alright guys, so I'm going to end with that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Get out here and ride. I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.